Amy, look, I've been praying for Kerry all night. I've just been to reception and said we can't even see you.
Must have been a really bad fall. What exactly happened? She had some sort of panic attack earlier. Must have been a bit shaky. Did she slip or something?
Yeah. Yeah, she slipped and banged her head.
Amelia's really worried. So if there's anything you can do to put her mind at rest.
I wish there was.
Look, maybe a doctor can tell us what's going on.
Excuse me, doctor. Please, can you give us an update on Kerry Wyatt?
CT scan shows she's stable.
So can she be discharged?
Not yet.
Well, when can we see her?
She's not up to visitors yet. We'll let you know as soon as there's any change.
They're probably just being cautious, making sure everything's all right.
Let's hope so. Look, why don't you two go home and I'll give you a ring as soon as there's any news.
Look, I'm not going until I've seen Kerry and I know she's all right.
And if Amelia's stopping, then we both will.
Where's Amy?
I think she's at the hospital.
Oh, better try Kerry.
No, it's Kerry. He's had an accident.
Oh, Kyle's off sick. I was hoping Amy was going to have him. I suppose we will help instead.
Preparations for the press day are going really well. I've briefed the local rags about the new jobs it'll bring, so they're bound to give us some good coverage.
I want it in the Nationals, too. We need people to be coming here from all over the country.
Yeah, of course, I've tried the outdoor healthy lifestyle angle. And there's a few glossies that could be interested in doing a feature on you. Local girl returns to her roots, giving something back to the community angle.
That's great, till they start asking where I've been in the years between.
Depends on how we spin it. A lot of people find that overcoming adversity stuff inspiring.
I've been up to Home Farm this morning. Priya tells me you're organising a press conference. I should have been consulted. I am a major shareholder.
We don't want you anywhere near the press. Sharmas are a toxic brand after the publicity you got from the fire.
Will you speak to me like that?
It was my decision to keep you out of the press conference. I knew you wouldn't really be able to keep your mind on the job right now.
What's that supposed to mean?
I heard about the problems you've been having with young Archie. It seems it's taking up most of your time.
Well, it hasn't been easy.
Exactly. So, I'm suggesting you take a few days off to concentrate on that.
I guess that makes sense.
Don't worry. We can handle the press conference. Your little boy needs you more than we do. So, I think you should just get back to him.
Well, it's nice to see that you can be so understanding. Don't cut me out again.
Could you get the feed ordered? I forgot to do it yesterday.
That's already done. Should be arriving later.
Oh, thanks.
Seems to be a few things slipping your mind lately. I guess you're thinking about other things.
Well, lucky I have you to rely on.
Yeah, well, I should think the same. Obviously, things have changed.
Pete, I'm sorry that you got involved in all of this.
Yeah, me too. Listen, I'd best get back to work.
What was all that about?
What do you think?
It's none of his business. So is it going to be a problem?
Well, I don't think we can rely on him to stay quiet now.
Fine. I'll have another word with him. Played good cop this time.
I was hoping I'd find you up here.
Glad you did.
Just bringing up some antibiotics for Tally.
I'll make sure he takes them. Surprised to see you working so early in the morning after our all-nighter.
Could say the same for you.
Don't have a choice. Kim reckons flexible hours means bending over backwards for it. Must be easier for you.
No, not really. Animals still get sick. I've got a guinea pig emergency to deal with after this.
Will you be heading up to Home Farm later to check on Tally?
I think you'll be fine.
Wouldn't do any harm to take another look, just to make sure.
You sure it's Tally you want me up there for?
What are you doing here?
Just passing on some pills for Tally's recovery.
I should have called Priya. She'd have collected them.
I like to look after my customers, Kim.
Well, thanks. We've got work to be getting on with now.
I'm sorry for the interruption.
You got any coffee on the go?
Kettle's in there.
Finally! I was beginning to worry about you two. So come on, how did it go with the judges? Liam's got such a wonderful bedside manner that he had a meeting out of his hands before long.
Well, they seemed to love us by the end. I think we snatched victory from the jaws of defeat.
Oh, I knew you would. You two. You've got class.
Morning. Hi.
All right. Going for some tips, have you?
I wouldn't be so cocky if I were you. Sam and Lydia are down to earth, and I know that's what some of the judges are looking for.
Funny that. Bernice was just saying how Liam had the judges eating out of his hands, so...
Well, they were probably just being polite. I mean, come on, they know a doctor and a woman who runs her own salon can afford their own dream wedding. Sam and Lydia, it's a life changer. All I'm saying is they want photo opportunities, and Sam and Lydia are perfect for that.
You really think you can win this, don't you?
Let's just say I'm quietly confident.
Stop worrying. I'm sure she'll be fine. Well, at least let me phone the hospital, see how she's doing.
No, that would be a really stupid idea.
But it's my fault she's in there. You've got to stop saying that. You didn't hear the noise when she hit her head. Every time I tried to sleep in last night, all I could hear was that thud.
Which is why you can't do anything that was going to implicate you to the police.
Yeah, Charity's right. What she did to our dad, what we've been through because of her, is worse than anything you could have done.
Yeah, but two wrongs don't make a right.
Oh, Tracy, they're completely different. Our dad's dead because of that woman.
It's way worse than that, though, isn't it? She's parading around the village trying to get everyone to blame your dad.
He died a thief in everyone's eyes thanks to her. She stopped us grieving for him properly, and she made sure no one else could either.
Trace, she's the one to blame for this mess, not you. She's a thief, she's a killer, she's a liar. The two of them deserve whatever they get.
The whole thing feels like a total nightmare.
Yeah, but we know the truth now. We know that our dad was innocent. You know, we ought to be shouting that from the rooftop.
Yes, but we can't, can we? Because no one else knows.
Yeah, but we do. And that's all that matters.
And that's all you should be concentrating on.
Just forget about Kerry and think about our dad.
Fee's just been delivered.
So?
Thought I could help you unload it.
I can manage on my own, thanks.
Look, Pete, maybe I've been handling things wrong. I didn't mean to get heavy. I was just trying to protect Moira. We've always gotten all right. So let's get back working together as mates and forget all this.
I'm not sure I could forget it. And as for being mates, that might make it look like I'm okay with it, and I'm not.
Sure, maybe we can agree things would have been better if you hadn't seen what you did, but the best thing for you to do now is turn a blind eye. That way you've got no trouble with Kane, Moira or me. Things just go on the way they are.
What? So we all just wait for it to blow up in our faces, yeah?
But what'll happen if you just take my advice and look away? No one needs to get hurt.
If you believe that, you must be kidding yourself. There's no way this is ending well.
I've tried to be matey, but if you're determined to be stubborn, things certainly aren't going to end well for you. So I'm not going to let you ruin things for me and Moira.
How are you going to stop me?
You really don't want to find out the answers to that.
Hey, back off, the pair of you.
Yeah, well, you tell your friend that I don't take kindly to being threatened.
Yeah, well, I already have, but it seems like he didn't listen.
Yeah, I've tried being nice about it, but you didn't want to know.
Well, what do you expect?
What's it got to do with him anyway?
He's family. You know, we've got to keep him on side, mate, otherwise he's going to go to Kane.
Fine, I'll talk to him again.
No, you'll only make it worse. Just back off. Leave it to me.
You've got a nerve showing your face after what we found out about you.
I'm just here to collect some overnight stuff.
Right.
So take it and go.
I still can't believe what you and Kerry did.
I'm not looking for a fight.
Oh, I bet. You've managed to duck the truth for so long, you must have thought you got away with it. But you're going to have to face up to it now.
I've been facing up to what happened for weeks. Believers, I never wanted any of this.
I was supposed to believe that when you hadn't even had the guts to come clean about it.
Oh, you've got a cheek. After what you did to my mum.
Oh, come on, she deserved it, and worse.
Didn't you feel ashamed when you heard people calling our dad a thief when it was you that stole the money?
I told you I didn't want it to be like this.
Yeah, well, you should have told people the truth.
You blame us for not owning up to what we did when you're just as bad. Trying to cover up what you did to me mum.
You and Kerry were the ones covering up for stealing from a charity and killing a man. Your mum just had an accident.
She was pushed and she ended up in hospital thanks to Tracy. It wasn't an accident, it was assault. Well, maybe we should ask the coppers what they think.
You really are pathetic. Trying to switch blame for all this onto Tracy.
She put my mum in hospital.
There's the overnight clothes. Anything else you need, I'll leave it on your doorstep.
Now get out.
I'll go and get the rest of Kerry's stuff.
I don't think you should do that yet.
We're not thinking of letting her move back in when she comes out of hospital.
What if she never comes out of hospital?
No, Amy's just trying to scare you, to try and justify what they've done.
You have got nothing to feel guilty about.
But Amy's right. I did push Kerry. I was so angry with her.
Yeah, of course you were, and she deserved it.
She's lucky to even be in hospital. She should be in prison.
Tracy, look at me. You are not guilty of anything.
But Amy's going to ring the police. What if they think I'm guilty?
No, they won't. And Amy wouldn't dare, because then they'd start looking into what she did. I told you, she's just trying to scare you.
Yeah, well, it's worked. I just need some air. Dan said Kerry's stable.
She's obviously on the mend.
Well, let's hope she's home in time to help you two celebrate your winnings.
I told you to not count your chickens.
So Sam and I are still in with a chance.
A very good chance, and it's getting better all the time.
I'm sorry, what makes you think that?
Oh, we've been getting ready for the final round, putting our ideas together for our dream wedding table.
How's yours coming on?
We're knocking around a few ideas.
We've settled on ours and we think it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, going for a Yorkshire theme.
Very original, don't you think?
I suppose so.
The whole family's been helping us source Yorkshire-themed stuff.
Yeah, my dad's got a signed photo at Yorkshire cricket team.
Hey, I've had another idea. Why don't we ask Marlon to put together a Yorkshire wedding menu that we can display on the table?
Yeah, let's go and ask him now.
The judges are going to love it. Bye.
Are these tables important?
Well, they are now. You two better come up with some good ideas.
You awake?
How long have you been there?
Not long. Dan and Amelia are in the canteen. But the doctor said she wouldn't be up with that many visitors, so...
Maybe tomorrow.
Well, the good news is you're finally looking a bit better. I've bought an overnight bag in case you need to stay in a bit longer.
Thanks. How was Tracy when you went round?
Probably best not to expect her to get well soon, Cord.
Can't I blame her, can I?
I gave her a piece of my mind for what she's done to you. They're no angels.
But she can still set the police on us.
And I could still set the police on her.
I think we've got a bit more to lose if it comes to that.
She was on about me facing up to the truth. It's time she did that. We never meant for anything to happen to Frank. We didn't even know he was in there, but she deliberately pushed you. But I don't want you worrying about any of that. I just need you to focus on getting better.
Pete, I'm really sorry about Nate.
Seeing as you're apologising, I'm guessing that he isn't.
No, he will be, and I'll make sure he backs off from now on.
Well, good luck with that. It seems to me like he's the sort of bloke who does what he wants, which is what you should be worried about.
I'm not expecting you to like Nate. And I'm sorry about the way he's handled this, but if you tell Kane, then this isn't going to end well for any of us.
Well, if Kane finds out that I knew...
Yeah, which is why it's best for everyone if he doesn't.
Yeah, then you need to put an end to it. Because Nate's the only one who's got nothing to lose through all this. He can just pack up his bags and go back to where he came from. It's not that hard for me, you or Kane, is it?
Only if Kane finds out.
Well, how long do you think you can keep it a secret?
Look, Pete, I'm not going to let it threaten my marriage.
Well, that's exactly what you're doing every single day, Moira.
If we're careful.
Maybe you've got a reason to be careful. But Nate hasn't. But I am telling you this for your own good, Moira, and because I care about you. You need to sort yourself out.
How's the website coming on?
Really good. I had more in it about the place, the easier it'll be to make people want to go there. Might even try it out myself. Or, maybe not. Can I see those plans?
Well, they're just building plans. Quite boring, Ruth. You can't put them on the website.
I know. It's just something I need to check out.
Hi, Rona. I just wondered if you fancied a coffee. I'll call you later.
Told you, I don't like you making personal calls on company time.
I was just sorting out a supplier.
How's the website going?
These plans are wrong.
Not your problem. I'm not paying you to build the place, just do the website.
There's not enough disabled access.
Nonsense. We've checked it all out. It's all within building regs.
She's right. You've got to take all this stuff into account these days. It meets all the minimum legal requirements.
Yeah, but the minimum isn't good enough.
That's the name of the game with building. You do what you can to keep the cost down.
But so many more people could enjoy the place with just a few changes.
He, might have a point.
All right, then maybe I'll see what the press thinks about it tomorrow.
Do you ever stop and think about what you're risking?
Only every day.
Yeah, but you've got a funny way of showing it.
Kane isn't easy to live with. You know that.
Yeah, well, you knew what he was like when you took him on. So if you've had enough now, then you tell him. Listen, I've seen what's happening, and everyone else is bound to soon. Look, Nate can't go around threatening people into silence. Look, you need to put an end to it.
Yeah, I know. You're right, and I will.
When?
I don't know.
Well, you sound like an addict, Moira. Look, you just need to think about what it is you're doing.
You don't understand.
Yeah, no, damn right I don't. Because you know what? He's just a farmhand, and is he really worth risking everything for?
Please, just let me deal with it in my own way.
What's going on?
Nothing, just... I want to put the prices up on my burgers and stuff, and Pete thinks that we'll lose customers. So.
Well, maybe Pete's right.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Moira calls her shots. So the prices are her decision.
Sure this is about burgers?
Yes, why? What's the problem?
You sure the judges are going to like all this?
They are going to love it.
Marlon's done a great wedding menu. Yorkshire beef, Yorkshire pudding, Yorkshire rhubarb to follow.
Yeah, and there's Yorkshire blue if you fancy some cheese and biscuits to finish off.
Proud of his heritage as your Marlon. Listen, you two are onto a winning streak.
What ideas have you two got to beat them?
Well, we haven't really come up with anything yet.
You better get your little thinking cap on, Liam, because you need a theme.
Cinderella and Prince Charming? It's the most romantic story I know. We could have a model pumpkin and some sweet little mice.
You're in a wedding competition, all right? It's not the village panto.
And you've only got one evil stepsister, so...
Why don't you go home and have a think? See if you can get inspired, you know, like Sam and Lydia did.
I've got loads of murder mystery props at home, if you think they'd help.
That's great. Yeah, Bloodstained Bride. Really romantic. Come on, you two have got to think of something better than this. We're so close to beating them. I mean, you are so close to beating them. Don't give up now.
Why? If anything, we're too perfect. There's people who love Sam and Lydia because they're the underdogs.
No, Layla's right. We're going to beat them.
How?
I don't know yet. But I promise you, one way or another, I will come up with an idea that will win you the wedding of your dreams.
Oh. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, things are a bit chaotic because Ness is off work, so I figured I deserved a break.
I find my ears need a break when Kim's been nagging for a few hours, so I'd make my excuse and escape.
The jury would convict.
And I usually come in here for a coffee before work every morning.
Yeah, I do too.
Maybe we might see each other tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
We're just starting to worry about you. Do you feel any better after your walk?
Not really. I heard Kerry's definitely been kept in hospital.
Well, they're just being cautious. She'll probably be home tomorrow.
And what if she isn't?
Well, then it'd be their word against yours. He'd never get to court.
Yeah, stop panicking.
Trace, they're probably in hospital right now having a laugh about it, just thinking they frightened you off the scent.
They don't deserve any sympathy.
I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I should save a bit of chocolate for Kerry for when I get to see her.
No, you have it. We'll get some more later.
Never mind chocolate. I'm going to cook her a slap-up meal, all her favourites.
Well, what's going on?
Need that crash team in here right away. What's happened? She's gone at cardiac arrest. Crash team now! No, you can't go in there. But she's my man. I'm sorry. Crash team! Can we start CPR, please? Close the blind, please.
Now the truth about Kerry's involvement in the factory fire's out. Can Vanessa clear her dad's name? Find out from Vanessa herself as Emmerdale's Michelle Hardwick joins This Morning tomorrow from 10:30. Coming up tonight, it's the concluding part of our drama based on a true story, as Vulture gets the chance to face the man who ruined his career. A confession is at 9. But next, time for our first visit tonight to Coronation Street.